everyone. Welcome to the September edition of Port Waves. I'm your host, Edna Dominguez, HR Business Partner in the Human Resources Division.
Hi, I'm Victor Garcia from the HR Record Center, and together Edna and I will be your hosts.
With just a few weeks to go before fall arrives, now is the perfect time to take a look at all the summer fun we've had here at the Port of Long Beach. That includes the first summer orientation since the pandemic.
On Saturday, July 29th, more than 200 port employees and their families boarded the Sir Winston for a 3-hour tour of the Long Beach Harbor. For many, it was their first time seeing the harbor up close and personal.
I had the chance to speak with a few of them about the day's events, what they do at the port, and why they wanted to share where they work with their loved ones. We start with Chief Operations Officer Noel Hasegaba. Let's take a listen.
Well, I'm so excited to be here today and share this beautiful, gorgeous weather and this beautiful boat and all the activities they're in with all of our teammates. It's a wonderful opportunity to get to see the families and really appreciate the teammates and their whole lives. So very excited to be here and so grateful that we get this opportunity today.
Are you here with your family today?
I am. I'm joined by my wife, Grace, and my daughters, Sela and Mila, and they're having a blast. Just seeing and meeting some of my colleagues and teammates and how much we have in common.
Hi, I'm Mariana Puentes Flores, and I'm the new HR business partner with HR.
Have you been to a previous orientation before?
I have not. This is my first time.
And what are you excited to do today?
My husband actually played a little bit of a role in the terminal that's fully automated now. He's a welder. And I'm excited to kind of show him where that's at and so he can see where some of his work is at.
Okay, so my name's Sean Choi from Engineering Design Division. So I'm very excited.
And who did you bring today?
I brought my wife and my 2 kids, Elara, Devin, and my wife's name is Mary, so all 4 of us. I think there were some kids' activities planned, so I'm looking forward to that.
My name is Caitlin. I'm currently a high school intern for program management, and I'm with my mom and my sister, my mom works at the port, and we're here to have a good time.
And what are you looking forward to doing today?
Well, I've heard there's brunch and a DJ, so I'm looking forward to that very much. And I'm standing right here in front of the boat, and it's absolutely beautiful, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not really sure what to expect, so I'm open to anything.
My name is Jose Cruz, and I am a senior survey tech in the survey division.
And what are you doing here today at the summer orientation?
I get to play music and just try to set the mood, a vibe for this great event that's going on. And I'm happy to be here to do that and provide a good vibe with the DJ and stuff.
And what are you most excited to see today?
It's just the camaraderie in the community and just getting to know people, getting to know their family, and just really connecting and networking. It's really awesome to get to know better. It just makes the Port of Long Beach even better.
Welcome back to Port Waves. A huge thank you to all the teammates who shared their experiences with us. We're eagerly anticipating many more events together.
And speaking of events, the Port of Long Beach Employees Club is sponsoring a blood and bone marrow donation drive with the Red Cross. You'll be able to give blood and have your cheek swabbed for the Red Cross Bone Marrow Registry. It's happening right here at the pad, so you'll have 2 opportunities to take part. The first is on Wednesday, September 13th. The second is a week later on September 20th. When it comes to creating a safe workplace, it's about more than just checking boxes on a list. It takes a shared commitment from everyone in the organization.
To that end, you receive regular safety information emails from the Port's risk management team. Whether they're about staying hydrated during heat waves or preparing for an emergency, risk management is here with valuable tips to keep you safe. The teammate behind these emails is the Port's safety manager, Kevin Burke. He's here now with his very own segment, something we're calling Safe Harbor with Kevin Burke, with a special tip to keep you safe at work.
My name is Kevin Burke, and I'm the Manager of Safety and Business Continuity here at the Port of Long Beach. Well, this month I'd like to talk to you about the fire doors that we have here at the pad. So the PAB has multiple fire doors located throughout the facility. The fire doors are rated for roughly 2 to 3 hours of protection. The goal is to always make sure the doors are closed. They're not propped open or has like a door stop forcing them, because of course being open, that will just allow the fire to spread throughout the facility, compared to be confined to what we call the elevator lobby area, and you have roughly 3 hours. So by the time that happens, firefighters will be here and you'll be protected. Compared to if it's actually open now, then of course the fire would actually spread onto the floors itself, get into the cubicles, get into all the areas, the carpeting, and then you will have a massive fire, which takes a lot longer to put out or to mitigate. So it's important to have those doors closed to prevent it, just for that particular reason. I'm Kevin Burke, and this has been Safe Harbor.
Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate your dedication to keeping our port teammates safe. Now, shifting focus to a thriving environment, let's welcome the newest addition to the Port family.
Rashana Fair, Administrative Analyst in HR.
Finley Whitman, Maintenance Assistant in Maintenance.
Madison Conti, Administrative Intern in Communications.
Getch Horung, Administrative Intern in Design.
Jaime Ramirez, Building Maintenance Engineer in Maintenance.
Andrew Quintanilla, Admin Intern in Construction Management.
And Jonathan Chai, Admin Intern in Construction Management. Getting the lay of the land is a key element of success, whether it's for an individual or for an organization like the Port. And while for most of us the phrase is just a figure of speech, for Port Surveyor Noah Mills, it's literally how he makes a living. I got a chance to talk to Noah about his work in the survey division, how he got his start, what he does, and the personal significance that surveying holds for him. I know a lot of us are familiar or have some idea of what survey is, but none of us know really in depth what you guys do. Can you kind of guide me through what you do here at the Port?
Yeah, so surveying is, we're like the master measurers. So we measure angles and distances to points on the earth. So basically, anytime you're on a construction site or, any type of site, you'll see like survey stakes. And those are basically laying out what the engineers give us. So they create the design, and then we go and stake it out, and then the construction workers build it. So it's kind of, we're the first ones out on the field.
So are you working closely with our design team and construction management?
Yes, we go hand in hand. We're constantly talking to engineers and construction workers, inspectors.
Did you always know you wanted to get into survey?
Yeah, I actually started surveying in high school. So during the summers, my dad and my grandpa have their own company in Tehachapi, California. He would just take me out. I didn't really like it at the time just because it was real hot and, we're out in the middle of roads and things like that. But I really found, love for surveying when I came here to the Port, just because of all the aspects of it. Mm-hmm. We have a hydrographic surveying crew, we have UAS, we have construction, we have right-of-way, which is what I'm party chief in right now. And I don't know, I just fell in love with it.
So how long have you been in this field?
I've been in this field since 2015, so that'll be 8 years now.
So how young were you when your dad started taking you? Was this in high school?
I was real young. I would say even around like 11, but I started actually working with the company during the summers in my junior year of high school.
Okay, so it's always been in your family then to just the survey field.
Right.
Does your dad still do that? Is he still?
Yes, he's been working since 2003 in the survey field.
Okay.
So 20 years now.
Wow.
From my grandpa's business. My grandpa's in retirement mode now.
Yeah.
So he took over the business, and yeah.
You're carrying on the legacy, right?
Right, carrying on the legacy.
So what is it that you do on a day-to-day basis? So is your day different every day, or?
Yes, and that's what I love about surveying is you're somewhere new every day. You're dealing with something new. Right now we're dealing with a lot of the Pier B project, mm-hmm. building in, those rail yards and dealing with the easements and just land boundaries and things of that sort.
Yeah, and I know recently you've had some high school interns. Did you get to take them on that experience, or how was that?
Yeah, we tried to get them in as much as possible. We took them on the hydro boat, took them out to fly the drone. You have to have a license to actually operate the drone.
Oh,
So
okay. So they couldn't do that.
they're just visual observers.
What kind of technologies do you use on a day-to-day basis? And you mentioned the drone.
So we use a total station, which gives us our distances and measurements, and it's completely robotic. So we, control it with our controller. We have a GPS, and that's RTK. So basically, satellites from out in space are hitting the top of our receiver, and that's what gives us our location and elevation. And then when we come into the office, there's a whole post-processing part to it. So we use CAD softwares. Right now we're using MicroStation, and we're moving over to Civil 3D right now. Actually just had the training last week. And then there's a portion of our right-of-way group. We do a lot of monument preservation. We use a lot of tools to locate them. We have a thing called the Schonstatt, and that basically is like a metal detector from Germany, because a lot of times they'll be covered with dirt.
No gold down there, anything like that?
Yeah, I'd yet to find gold. But.
Yeah. So where are you located primarily? Where does all this work take place?
So we're over at 725 Harbor Plaza. We're in a trailer right now, temporary trailer, right next to the maintenance building.
By the maintenance yard.
All the sites are real close to us, so all the terminals and,
Okay. And how does, how many people work with you directly at the same time? How many of you guys are out there?
We typically have a 3-man crew. We'll have a party chief, our senior survey technician, which is our gunner, and then we have a chainman, which is a survey tech.
Okay, so it's very collaborative. I know you mentioned working with construction management and then design. And then you mentioned right away, which reminded me of real estate. Do you also work with the real estate division?
Yes, being part of right away, that's what we do. We deal with a lot of lease maps, and just boundary work.
So when you go home, how do you take any of this home with you? Is that something that you think that still kind of plays a role in your day-to-day life? I know for sure for me, I have to have the GPS on all the time. Even if I know where I'm going, I have to have it on. So how's that like for you?
Yeah, there's a ton that comes home with me for sure. Even I just moved into an apartment, and I was, I'm always looking at monuments or ties on the street, and I'll catch other surveyors out there and I'll stop and talk to them, and just, we do a lot of pacing as well. So we know how many steps is how many feet. And so I've caught myself doing that in stores and things like that.
Just counting and just little things like measurements and.
Right, yeah, constantly measuring.
Is there a lot of math involved actually? Is there?
Yes, a lot of trigonometry. So you gotta know your triangles and.
So you liked math growing up, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I was a big math guy, and it kind of came easy to me.
Would you say that you have to have a good knowledge in math, or if someone wants to get into this kind of work, what would they need to do to prepare for that?
I suggest getting into a basic trig class and just mastering that, just the simple right triangle, as well as your horizontal and vertical curves. And then they have an awesome program at Santiago Canyon College. It's a surveying and mapping sciences program. And I went to that, got my AA, and that is designed to help you pass your LSIT, which is your national certification for land surveyor in training. I suggest, if you want to get into the survey field, you go that route.
Was it a very intense training, or was it difficult?
Yeah, actually, it's funny because I started my courses with someone named Chu Kao, and now he's my boss.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. It's full circle, right?
Right, yeah. And the survey community is so small, so it's, you always want to have a good name. And,
yeah. What do you see the future of survey looking like?
I think technology is going to take it places. I know surveying will always be here. It has drastically changed from when my grandpa was doing it. They're pulling chains and, they're doing real measuring,
Yeah.
Man work. So yeah, it's definitely changed. GPS coming in the 90s around there, and the total station.
Did he use that technology
Yeah. Well, now he has. Yeah. He's kind of fell into it, but you know how old men are. They're very stern with the way they do things, and they don't really want change.
Yeah, so you can definitely see it evolving in the future for sure. I mean, it's already come such a long way, right? So
Just with the drones, I've seen so much progress with surveying in just the past 5 years. I'm sure the future is bright for surveying.
can you just tell me what is the most rewarding part about your job, or what do you like most about being a surveyor?
As of right now, I just really love the people I'm working with. They're all just, feeding me knowledge, and they know I'm fairly new to the process, and I'm a new supervisor.
Oh,
So-
congratulations.
So thank you. And so they're constantly, giving me good words of, of knowledge and just being good people.
Welcome back to Port Waves. A big shout out to Noah Mills for joining us on the show. And let's give a special shout out to the survey team for their hard work. Thanks, survey. We would also like to congratulate the 32 teammates who reached service milestones at our Summer Service Awards. If you miss the ceremony, you can find it on the internet.
And now it's time for teammate birthdays. For the month of September, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Michelle Leño in Project Controls,
Christine Houston in Environmental Planning,
and David Dow in Survey. If you would like for your birthday to be featured on Port Waves, please email us at traininganddevelopment@polb.com. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Port Waves, and if you have ideas on future episodes or any feedback, please email us at traininganddevelopment@polb.com.
Port Waves is made possible by your hosts, Edna Dominguez.
And Victor Garcia, and is produced by the Communications Division's Chris Berry and Kevin Walker.
See you next time.